Great to see you here again. My name is Luc de Custer, founder of the Custer Academy. And in this new video about critical chain and human aspects, we are looking at multitasking. Now, we've been talking about multitasking, so the video will be quite short because we already mentioned this in videos about Agile. Now, what is multitasking about? What is the effect of multitasking? We will see that in the following slides. But before we continue, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. So let's have a look at the misunderstanding about multitasking. People tend to think that multitasking is good and efficient, but in reality we see that it's not really true. It creates a kind of busy movement. We are doing a lot of things, and we interpret people being busy that they are working efficiently. Remember when you look at the movie The Imitation Game, where Alan Turing is making his machine, is, according to his colleagues, is not working. He's thinking about the machine. Now all the others are very busy trying to decode the messages, and they're doing a lot, but basically they are just working without any, let's say, guidance. And what Turing did, he created this machine to do the work a lot faster than what a human can do. So thinking about it, okay, it's not really multitasking, but it's an example why we think sometimes that multitasking is good, because we are busy. Classical project management, we see that people may be allocated to activities, and when we plan them, that these activities have to be completed in parallel. And we do that, but we do not adjust the initial estimates. And there is some issue when we do things in parallel, the multitasking we are doing. Now, when people are allocated to these activities in parallel, they lose a lot of time when they switch between the different projects. Their total allocation, we see that they work according to the availability, but we don't count in the switching between the activities. And every time when we go from one activity to another, we have to be sure that we have an overview of the work, that what we did, what we still have to do, and we have to prepare for that. So every time when we switch from one activity to the other, what we do is that we in fact have to summarize what we did. And when we start with the activity again, we have to review what we already did and start from there. And that time is not accounted for. We don't add that extra time into our estimates. Now, when we switch between tasks, like I said, people think it's a non-event. And we just say, well, we go to the project, to the other activity. We just started with it. We don't consider the time to switch in the estimation of the activities. Now, when you look at doing tasks in parallel, different teams working in parallel, we already included that doing things in parallel means that the activities have to be extended a little bit, because we lose efficiency due to the fact that certain work is done at the same time. But when we are doing this for people working on activities that are planned in parallel, we don't count that additional time. Studies have been done, and in those studies, people have identified that multitasking has an important impact on the activities, and it's not the best way to assign resources to activities. We already avoid this when we are looking at agile projects. People are working on an activity or working as a team on one activity or a group of activities, but they're not working on different activities in parallel. And we've seen different examples. When we have projects done in parallel, we see that the efficiency goes down very quickly. Now, Goldratt states that multitasking is an important reason for project delays, and it should be avoided. The best performance of people is obtained when the people complete the activities one by one. They work on one activity, they finish it, then they go to the next activity, they finish it, and so on. But they don't work on activities in parallel. So that was it. Multitasking. This video is completed. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next videos. Bye bye.